Right, this is something that you don't often hear me say on this channel. I'm very angry. Girl. Some tea is about to be spilled, sis. This isn't even tea, it's coffee. So basically, it's been a long while since the last time I actually sat down and did kind of a talky video, like talking about a specific topic. And I hadn't had any ideas for a while. But something happened yesterday. On the one hand, I was like, well, this is very upsetting. And on the other hand, I was like, free content. So if you're not aware, which you most probably aren't, there is this talk show called eutixeite. It's a Greek talk show and it's on a channel called Open TV, which I literally just heard of its existence because I really don't watch Greek TV at all. I was very confused as to what that was and why it was gaining so much traction in a way. Some clips surfaced from, I think it was yesterday's show, if I'm not wrong, when the hostess and the panel were going over the 2018 100 most handsome men on the planet list. Actually, we are gonna watch a translated version for anyone that doesn't speak Greek out there.
Αυτός είναι το 15 στον κόσμο.
Γιατί πες με,
το 15, το 3 να δεις.
Ωραία,
το
για πείτε μου ποιο φορές τον καθένα.
Λοιπόν, καλά, εγώ θα σου πω για το 2. Θέλω να πάμε κατευθείαν, σε παρακαλώ πάρα πολύ.
Αυτός είναι χάλια να είναι 15.
Καλά, το 2 θέλω να δούμε, παιδιά.
Δηλαδή, ο Πίτς είναι νούμερο 1.
Το 3 που είναι το πρωί είναι 1.
Το 3, ας το 3. Θέλω να πω το 2, αν το ποσοστά.
Παιδιά, από το 15 ξεκινάμε. Γιατί πάτε στο 2. Είναι στο 15.
Λέγεται ο νεαρός αυτός. Κινέζος, έχει έτσι ασιατικά χαρακτηριστικά.
Ναι.
Τώρα δεν ξέρουμε ακριβώς ποιοι ψηφίζουν.
Βάφει τα μαλλιά του κόκκινα, είναι χάλια. Είναι μοντέλο.
Δεν ξέρουμε.
Ωραία, θέλει να μέσα να τελειώσει. Λοιπόν, είναι τραγουδιστής, λοιπόν. Καθόλου δεν μ' αρέσει. Φαντάζομαι είναι όλο το πακέτο μετράει.
Ναι, το πακέτο.
Είναι Κορεάτης. Παιδιά, θα τα πω εγώ. Λοιπόν,
πάμε στο 11. Κανγκ Ντάνιελ, εδώ, κοίτα εδώ. Τώρα συγγνώμη, το 11. Είναι το 11 πιο πάνω τον David Beckham.
Αυτός είναι άντρα.
Ναι, ρε παιδιά.
Πρέπει να είναι στη λίστα.
Είναι γυναίκα, είστε σίγουροι.
Είναι αντίστοιχη.
Όχι.
Είναι άντρας. Άντρας. Δεν έχω θέμα με τις προτιμήσεις του καθενός.
Αυτό το στυλ λανσάρει όμως. Και να πούμε ότι ψηφίστηκε από πάρα πολλοί κόσμο για να είναι.
Πάμε στο 10. Προχωράμε στο 5.
Κοίτα τώρα, ο Κορεάτης.
Συγγνώμη, θέλω τα δικά. Καθίστε λίγο, δεν θέλω τα δικά τώρα. Εδώ μιλάμε.
Αυτή είναι η ρο.
Θέλω λίγο
η ρο, παιδιά.
Γυναίκα, δεν.
Όχι, άντρας είναι.
Ναι, για μένα είναι γυναίκα αυτό που βλέπω, δεν.
Ναι, αλλά τον ψήφισαν τον νεότερο άντρα με την πεντάδα.
Δεν βλέπουν καλά, μάλλον, δεν ξέρω.
Μήπως τον έχουν βάψει πολύ τον άνθρωπο. Μήπως τον έχουν τριμάρει πολύ. Τον έχουν στήσει πολύ.
Τι γίνεται δηλαδή σε αυτή τη λίστα.
Τέτοια παιδιά τώρα δεν μπορώ να πιστέψω ότι υπάρχουν γυναίκες που τον ψηφίζουν στο νούμερο 5 αυτό.
Δεν ξέρω πώς.
Ελάτε λίγο. Πάμε στο θα είναι να πούμε. Καλά, είναι θεός, το ξέρω. Κούκλος, πολύ ωραία φωνή, ωραίο στυλ. Τρομερός τοπιός. Απορώ ποιος είναι το 2 και το 1.
Λοιπόν, εγώ θα σας πω γιατί έχω φάει κόρμα με το 2. Τζέον Γιανκούκ. Είναι τραγουδιστής που θα δούμε τώρα. Όχι, πείτε μου τώρα, είναι για νούμερο 2.
Είναι φίλος με τον προηγούμενο και
αυτό δεν είναι το ίδιο με το 4 και το 12.
Είναι παρεάκι αυτοί μαζί, να ξέρεις.
Ψηφίζουν πολύ από
γιατί
την
βάζουν τα χείλη τους με σωμών.
Σωμών, το πρόσεξε εσύ. Για πες μου και εμένα, για να βγει νούμερο 2 μάλλον. Για να βγει νούμερο 2.
Τα άπαθα και ο 4 και ο 12 και μετά το πήρε και ο 2.
Γιατί δεν όπως γίνει ο 1. Ναι, είναι τραγουδιστής. Είναι τραγουδιστής. Το έπαιξα γι' αυτόν γιατί μου έκανε φοβερή εντύπωση που είναι στο 2. Γι' αυτό κόλλησα.
Υπάρχουν Κορεάτες που είναι ωραίοι.
Ναι,
αυτοί είναι αντικειμενικά άσχημοι.
Το θέμα είναι ότι δεν τους βλέπουμε στη λίστα με τους ωραιότερους όμως. Εδώ είναι το θέμα μας.
Για να πω και το
I've watched this so many times and I still can't. I can't wrap my mind around the things they say. It's just there's so much to unpack there. I sat down last night and I wrote all this to sit myself in the face. The fact that this was broadcasted on like a national TV channel, and it's not the first time that things like this have been on the public eye, but the fact that it actually happens and it keeps happening even in 2019, it literally, for me, it's a clear reflection of the country that it's produced in, obviously, and the fact that sometimes things like this always get accepted and not even criticized, and just people like this always go by unharmed. It really shows me like the true character of my country, which I'm not very proud of. People like these, they have no journalistic integrity. Even like if you want to call what they do journalism even. Because to me journalism means that you have to be unbiased toward the things that you talk about. But what they're doing here is just sharing an opinion, and apparently everyone can have an opinion because we have free speech in this country. Their opinion is dumb. Like, your opinion ain't chief. It ain't it. I would like to kind of dissect these clips. You can see that the panel offers an array of very interesting views on the people they're talking about. Just so we're clear, they talk about EXO's who 101's Kang Daniel and BTS's V and Jungkook. One thing I need to get out of the way is a lot of people have been calling them racist because they initially called Sehun Chinese, even though a massive Korean flag is on the right hand corner of the screen. Like, how unprofessional can you be? It's unprofessionalism and it's racism at the same time. Two things I really hate, and they cannot be excused. How much more can I go into this? It's bad. Like, it's bad. It's very bad. And what a lot of the criticism that these people have gotten from fans focuses on is on their homophobic comments. So to start out, they call Kang Daniel gay in a very derogatory manner, solely based on his appearance, which they personally consider feminine with their own personal standards. This specific one really makes me laugh because it's times like this, the shit like this, that can clearly show you when someone's like a raging homophobe. Because she questioned his sexuality like solely based on his appearance, like without even knowing who he is, and she also questions his masculinity on the basis of him being possibly gay, because apparently being gay necessarily means they also want to look like the gender you're attracted to, because sexuality equals gender expression somehow. I'm still very confused. I don't understand this train of thought at all. I feel like if it actually like worked this way, I'd be so lost. Like, I wouldn't know what to do because, you know, of the fact that I'm a raging bisexual.
Hello, Editing Helen coming in to clarify that what I just said does not mean I believe in gender roles personally, nor that I believe that there are only two genders. Gender is a spectrum. What I just said is just me trying to explain what the world would look like if it worked in the way that these people see it in. Cool.
But what really makes the homophobia like really like blatant here is the fact that as soon as she questions Daniel's sexuality, she instantly, like in a mere like nanoseconds, she goes, "Oh, I don't mind if anyone has like different sexual preferences, but." The but bit is kind of like what really gets to me, because she clearly minds, because this whole thing kind of sounds like the I'm not racist but thing, if you know what I mean. I don't feel like I need to explain what this is bad any further. It really is like you're just being rude and you're just being very discriminatory upon people you don't know solely based on their appearance, and that really like fucking gets my nerves. Really hate it. It's mostly comments like that kind of like really get to me, because it's 2019 and you should not have this type of opinion at this day and age. Consider what you're doing, journalism, because it really isn't. It's just gossiping and it's just very toxic, and the fact that it's projected onto the public eye and shows people that it's okay to do this, it's really problematic, and I really don't agree. But what really gets on my nerves, what really perturbs me, what really tightens my screws, if you will, is the fact that the hostess of the show or any person on the panel still, at the time of me filming this, has not properly apologised for their behaviour, even after they've been called out by multiple people on Instagram and Twitter. It's even like been broadcasted onto the bigger like K-pop websites like koreabook.com. Like, if you are in the K-pop kind of community, you know that is a massive thing. If they tell you off in Korea, but you're over, like you're done. What really actually irritates me is these things that the hostess actually posted on her Instagram and Twitter. She posted and addressed the situation, but like never really apologized. I'm just gonna translate the screenshot that's on the screen right now. She even downloaded a picture of BTS, which is like, she goes, "Guys, please calm down. In today's show, we talked about the 100 most handsome men on the planet, not knowing their artistic substance," which doesn't make sense even in Greek, which is like really weird to me. I said that I don't find them attractive. This neither means that I don't respect their artistic being, nor that I don't respect their culture. Please end this here. Do you see an apology anywhere? Because I really don't. And then she posted this in English this time. I think this is because I think she realized the whole situation was gaining like global traction after literally armies from everywhere started tearing her a new asshole. So you know, she decided to address them. She says, guys, I feel like you are being unfair with us. Me or my colleagues never made racist comments. I apologize to whoever felt insulted. I was not aware of their artistic side and how great musicians they are. Thank you. On this one we get a little bit of an apology there, but what I'd like to point out is that still, after she's been called out multiple times, it's not a genuine apology in my opinion. She doesn't really seem to feel sorry about the things she said, or I don't think she realizes the weight or like how bad the things she said were. Rather, she seems to feel sorry for the people who were offended and didn't agree with her, which is such a classic move. Jesus Christ. That was so predictable. This is on her Twitter. She says, I am receiving terrible threatening comments and messages on my social media and I don't think this is appropriate. I want to apologize to everyone who felt insulted from our humoristic comments on yesterday's TV show, and to the fans of 101 Kang Daniel, EXO-l and BTS Taehyung and Jungkook. On Monday we will make a tribute to their artistic side. Thank you in advance. She's still trying to save her own ass. She still believes that the comments that were made were of comedic value. They weren't even fucking funny, is what really fucking gets to me. They weren't even funny. I'd also like to pay attention on this guy.
Αυτό που βλέπω, δεν.
Ναι, αλλά τον ψήφισαν τον νεότερο άντρα, τον πεντάδα.
Δεν βλέπουν καλά μάλλον.
So a person DM'd him on Instagram, calling him out basically about the things he said. And he replied this: it's an entertaining show where we'll joke around. And in any case, the 15 most handsome men are not a serious topic. Also, we didn't call them fat, murderers, or disabled. We just said that we think that they look like women in the photos. I don't think that's something bad. This beauty of a DM. Basically, what DJ Pity here seems to be implying is that calling them women is not an insult, but they really made it seem as if it was one. And they didn't even call them fat or disabled. You know, they didn't even call them fat or disabled. So that it's okay. Because they also seem to think that someone being fat or disabled is a bad thing, so them calling someone that is a slur, and it's offensive. Because the only thing that was missing from this entire thing was fat shaming and ableism. This is DJ PT digging himself a hole there. But I do need to say something else as well. If you wanna call these people out, and people like them out, don't go for their appearance, or don't like call them slurs, which is something that a lot of people I've seen have been doing, and I really disagree with that. I really disapprove of it. Just try to argue with them in a nice manner and make like substantial arguments instead of just like calling them ugly. It's really defeating the purpose in a way. However, I do have to give props to the people who have actually made like really vital arguments and have shared this around with like bigger Instagram and Twitter pages of K-pop fans, and have like they managed to get it to Korea. But apart from that, I also managed to reach like other mainstream Greek media, which is, you know, at least giving me some hope. I feel like both of my remaining brain cells are gonna just burn out if I try to dissect everything that was said in this video, because I'm getting upset more and more by the second, so I think I'm just gonna stop here. Yeah. To sum up, I need to say that the group of people in question were extremely unprofessional for the job title they claim to have, that of journalists, which I still disagree with. But anyway, and they really like have shown the terrible side of Greek mainstream media and modern Greek culture in a way. All in all, I'm disappointed, but I'm really not surprised. I also think that it's about time that mindsets like this that are more widespread in countries like Greece, which is one that claims to be like both culturally and socially developed, are made more public and openly criticized, so we can finally like take a look at ourselves. And at least try and change this narrow-mindedness and actually live in today's constantly developing world rather than the Middle Ages where these opinions like truly belong. So you're telling me you think these men are ugly? Bitch, where? Oh babe, they are cancelled, cancelled, cancelled. I tried to talk about everything I wanted to. I left out a lot of things, but I feel like if I keep talking, I'm gonna get more and more upset. Please, if you can, do look into this whole thing. Thank you so much for watching and for listening to my rambling about this whole thing. While you're here, please do consider subscribing to my channel, and I just have a lot of things planned for this year. And yeah, I think I forgot to tell you Happy New Year! Happy New Year! Hope you have a great 2019. Please like this video if you liked it. And yeah, I think that's it. Bye!